Hey everyone, my name is Colin and I'm coach of San Antonio Espurrs for Season 3 PBAL. This is my Week 1 game versus Odds and the Memphis Bewears. Odds is a very good friend of mine. I have known him for maybe a year at this point. But this is, I think, the second time I've ever actually been able to play him. So I'm looking forward to this game. In case you didn't watch my draft analysis, my draft is Celesteela, Latias, Sventhoon, Rotomheat, Silvally, Doug Trio, Mega Deontay, Uvani, Skuntank, Snorlax, and Hitmonchan. The Odds' team is... I'm just pulling it up on the computer. Megalop, Zy50, Alolan Muck, Tangrowth, Metagross, Thundurus, Primarina, Steelix, Excelgor, Ditto, and Rapidash. In matchup, I was most afraid of Megalop, Zygarde, Thundurus, and Muck. I knew it was going to be a problem if I didn't bring something like Earthquake Lottie. Because if I lost Doug Trio, I pretty much couldn't beat the Recycle set. Just a quick run through my team. I have a Sash 3 Attacks Protect Doug Trio as a turn 1 lead to make sure Megalop doesn't beat me. The only way Megalop can actually beat this Dougie set is if he's Jolly with Fake Out Quick Attack. Otherwise, Doug Trio 100% beats Megalop. I have a Silvally Bug, max HP, a little bit of defense, a lot of special attacks, Silvally Bug. 2 attacks, Defog, Parting Shot, because I don't really like hazards against my team in this game, especially with my Sash Dougie if he doesn't legal up. And Parting Shot just because it's Parting Shot, it's always a solid bet. I have a defensive Latias with Wish Protect. It's max HP, a solid amount of speed, and some defense. 2 attacks, Psychic Ice Beam, just to make sure I can beat Megalop Zygarde. Although in retrospect, I probably could have brought something like Earthquake for the Muck if it came down to that. I have a Suicune with Scald Ice Beam, Toxic Protect. It's a Spit F Suicune, basically a check to his specially offensive mons, and a way to make sure I can beat Thundurus potentially if he's not Nasty Plot. I have a Rock Polish 3 attacks Mega Deontay. No special attack to 100% Oko Zygarde 50 no matter what. Rock Polish, I don't expect to get it off, but I didn't really need a 4th move in this game, so I thought Rock Polish could have been a safe bet. I thought about running HP Ice in case of Roselli Zygarde, but I thought about it, I was like, if I get up a Rock Polish, I auto-win the game if Muck is dead, and if Muck Metagross is dead. And the final mon is my Hitmonchan. That's a bit of an unorthodox set. Is max HP, 52 attack, 92 defense, 112 special defense, Impish Nature. Has a Figgy Berry to ensure that I can potentially beat multiple of his mons. And it has Inner Focus because this is my backup blob check if Dougie doesn't pan out like I want it to. So the thought process is I lead off with Dougie, see if it can kill off. If it doesn't, let Hitmonchan do it later because it takes the Fake Out and Okos with Close Combat. It has a solid amount of Spit F to make sure it doesn't lose to Thundurus, and it cannot lose to Lopunny or Zygarde, no matter what. My opponent brought Megalop, Zygarde 50, Thundurus Incarnate, Metagross, Muck, and Tangrowth. Upon team preview, I realized that Muck is going to be a massive problem, because if it's Recycle, I have a very, very hard time beating it. Not to mention there's also the Tangrowth issue, where if I can't really take care of it, if it's a Sylvester set, or if it's like a Leech Seed set, it could be annoying. Megalop is a problem, but Dougie, I'm hoping, is able to take care of it, and Thundurus is just a nuke. So without further ado, I'm just going to get into the game, and here we go. Hope you all enjoy the music choice and my top tier videoing quality on my not phone. So we go off with this Megalop, which is exactly what I wanted to see, is I'm going to go off with my Pikmin the Doug Trio. And I'm just going to say right now, all my nicknames are Smash themed because if you weren't able to guess it from the video for the season I uploaded beforehand. So he's going to Mega Evolve, and I'm just going to go for a Safe Protect. That was my plan turn 1. Only way he got out of this is if you revealed Baton Pass, which I would have commended if he actually had it. I go for a Protect here, I get it off, and he is going to reveal Return, meaning he doesn't have Fake Out, and I don't think he actually has Quick Attack. So he's going to go for Return, which is exactly what I wanted. I'm just going to tank this, and I'm just going to click the nice reversal button. And I'm just going to take out Megalop turn 2, which is absolutely amazing. And Lop is down, and he didn't even nickname, so he's bad. He's gonna go into his Tangrowth, and I'm gonna actually keep this around because I feel like this could beat Muck if he doesn't get Rock Slide, but he doesn't have Sneak, which I actually will be able to stop for. I'm gonna go into me, the Silvally, because, you know, it can be anything. He goes for a Leech, which I'm honestly fine with. Silvally doesn't really mind because of the Wish Passing Lottie I have in the back. So I just tank that Leech Seed, and I believe I just click Parting Shot here. He's gonna switch into his Muck, and I think about this and I'm like, this is not good for me. I go for the Parting Shot here. I'm just gonna bring in my nice Dug Trio. I'm just gonna get my Silvally Bug up and out of here. Bring in my good old pal Dug Trio, Pikmin. I'm just trying to pick Mons off. So I'm just gonna go for an Earthquake here to scout damage. And it does about 55 to 60%. Maybe a bit more. As he actually reveals his berry, and I think to myself, how do I beat this thing? I did a bunch of calcs. Nothing on my team actually is over 50% for this thing, which is honestly kind of sad. So the only way actually I'm beating this thing is going into the core into my Suicune and burning it, and then hoping Mega Deontay can beat it at a later point. Maybe even Hitmonchan. I go for Scald, and unfortunately I'm going to not get a burn as he's going to go for a Recycle, which is an incredibly large nuisance. Now, I think I just go for another Scald here, as he's just going to go into his Tangrowth, which any damage I get on this Tangrowth is fine. Even though it's going to regen back, if I do enough it won't get as much health getting back, even if he does quick Leech. And realistically, I'm going to be pressuring him, pun intended, with my ability if he tries to go for Leeches on me, or Giga Drains, or Power Whips, or whatever. And I'm just going to go for a Toxic so I can start whittling this thing down little by little. Because Tangrowth is an absolute nuisance to anyone who's ever played this game. So he's going to go for a Leech, and he does hit it, which is fine, honestly. The end goal here is just to get damage on this Tangrowth, because it is incredibly annoying. He's going to go for a Leech on me, which I'm honestly fine with, because I just want my Toxic Chip. Because if he does end up getting back to full from this, he's still taking 12%, or 6%, I mean, rather. I'm just going to go into my Silvally here, because I believe he goes for a double Leech. I think he goes for, yeah, he goes for another Leech, expecting to switch, which honestly is fine. Because I still have my Lottie in the back, and Tangrowth cannot kill Silvally at all. So here I just go for a Parting Shot, just trying to get a free switch back into Sventhoon. He's got Rock Slide. It's going to be taking more poison damage. It's going to be at about 88%. So I'm going to make the plan, just go for another Parting Shot right back into Sventhoon, which I'm honestly fine with. I don't care if he keeps going for a Leech. Even if he gets back to full every single time, he's taking Poison Chip, which means I would guaranteed win this Star Wars, especially with Lottie in the back, with just clicking Wish. You go for a Leech Seed on my Sventhoon, which honestly I'm fine with. Go for it all you want. I'm just going to get my leftovers back up to around full. I'm going to be about 82% on this next Leech Seed. With the Leech Seed just being annoying, I realize there's no point in me not just switching between two until he switches it up. Because he's bound to eventually, and when he does, I can capitalize on that change-up. Then I need to protect the Suicune to rack up more toxic damage, or just get an attack off of Silvally. I just go into Silvally here, so he's actually going to switch this time into, I believe, his Muck, or his Thundurus. He goes to his Thundurus, and I just think to myself, okay, this thing literally cannot kill me, I'm clicking Ice Beam. As he actually goes Toxic, which, when I saw this, I was like, is he just like defensive Thundurus against this team? Which kind of worried me, but made me a little less worried that he had something like Flash Cannon or Grass Knot. Because I'm just going to go for an Ice Beam. I'm going to do about 65%, which is kind of absurd. I believe here he switches into his Muck. I'm going to go for a Flamethrower, expecting him to either stay in or go into Tangrowth / Metagross. And, very, very unfortunately, I actually get a burn with this Flamethrower, which helps me out a metric ton. Because this thing now cannot beat most of my team. I don't care if he Recycle spams, I go into Hitmonchan, Deontay, or something like that, and I rack up chip on this thing every single time. Which, to be fair, is kind of unfortunate. I'm just going to Parting Shot out. I'm sure that I really can't do much damage to me in the first place. As I go into my Beyonce here, Princess beats the Beyonce. Don't think of a better name. I was going Palutena maybe, but Peach is the best character in the game, and Beyonce is probably going to be the best one on my team aside from maybe Stila, so. I'm just going to he's going to switch here into his Thunderous, which is a play I can respect the play, expecting Earthfire trying to capitalize on the Metagross switch-in, but I think this is a very, very risky play, and I think he is incredibly lucky that this paid off. Because if this didn't work, he was in a horrible spot. But I'm forced out here because I think there is still a chance he has Flash Cannon or Grass Knot. So I'm going to go into my Silvally, as he actually burned a Z-move on my Beyonce, which makes me very, very happy. Because this thing was a gigantic threat. Now that Z-move is gone, it basically means Hitmonchan and Beyonce, unless it has coverage for it, are really just free. Not to mention Lottie, unless he has Dark Pulse. So he's going to take out my Silvally here, which I'm honestly fine with. Because I don't really think Silvally was that necessary in this game. So I'm going to bring in Little Mac, the Hitmonchan, which just so happens to weigh 108 pounds, same as the actual Little Mac. Little fun fact for you. Oh, I get a little fact. He's going to go into his Mud, because I'm just going to click Close Combat, because it guaranteed kills his Thunderous, and nothing switches into this thing. I don't care if it goes Tangrowth, he's poisoned, and I just get a free switch into Lottie. He's going to get burned. I believe he gets his Berry here. No, he hasn't recycled yet. I'm just going to Earthquake here, because I want Chip Off on this thing, and I'm waiting to crit. Because, I mean, it's unfortunate to try to hope for hacks, but I feel like this just was my play, because there was no other way I was ever beating this Muck. I don't remember if this goes on for a few turns or not. I have zero reason not to just spam Earthquake here. And I'm just going to click it again. Earthquake just racks up chip on this thing right now. As this turn, I think, let's make sure. He actually mixes it up, and I disagree with this play personally. He goes for Poison Jab. I do not agree with this play. I think he should have went for the Recycle. But I think he was just going for a Poison, because I think he knew he couldn't beat this thing. So I'm just going to kill it off with an Ice Punch on the off chance he goes into Tangrowth and Thunderous on this thing. As he goes to his Metagross now, and this thing is actually a really big problem for my team. Because if it's an Agility set, I kind of just lose. Because I didn't put Shadow Ball and Lottie like I was originally intending. But I'm going to go into my Suicune here, as he's actually just going to go for the Meteor Mash. Which is honestly fine. Suicune tanks, because Suicune's a legend. I just tanked that hit right there. It's going to go up there, Leftovers Recovery, and I think this turn I go for Scald. Yeah, I think in hindsight I probably could have gone for a Protect here, but I go for a Scald. I actually get a second burn, which is really unfortunate. But in retrospect, I honestly don't think it matters. Because Suicune tanks hits from this thing all day, and I can always Wish Pass into it later. It sucks, I'm not going to deny that, but like, I want Chip on this Metagross in as much as I can. He just gets Rocks up, as he's just going to switch here into his Tangrowth. I believe I go for a Scald. Yeah, I go for a second Scald, which is going to do a decent amount, 10%. Which, as I said earlier, any damage on Tangrowth is good damage on Tangrowth, because this thing is annoying and it makes me sad to look at on battle. Sad. So I whittle it down just a little bit more, and I'm going to click Protect here, trying to rack up toxic damage from the Scout, as he actually reveals the Grass Knot, which I can actually respect. And I think he was also trying to make sure I didn't pressure stall his Leech Seeds, which honestly I didn't even think about in the battle, but the Grass Knot play, quite solid. But as it would entail, I am going to get more chip on this Tangrowth, which I really like. I believe yeah, I'm going to go for Ice Beam here, because I'm honestly fine if this takes damage. Because I know how to beat the rest of this team with this thing. Is I'm actually going to do over half with my Ice Beam, which is really nice. And I do not think he can live another one, even if he switches into Metagross now, expecting me to Scald. Or expecting me to Ice Beam again. No, sorry, I misspoke. He can't live another one, even after the Leech Seed shit, because of the toxic damage. It's going to be a decent amount, but Ice Beam's doing over half of this thing, and this thing really doesn't want to stand on this. So, he is going to switch out here into his Metagross. I just stand and click ice cream again, because realistically, it was a no drawback play, because I either got damage on something or I killed off Tangrowth. Or actually, realistically, I either killed off Thundurus, killed off Tangrowth, or got Chip on this. Which, no matter what the outcome was, it was a situation I personally was fine with. So he's gonna get some leftovers recovery, he's gonna get some Leechy recovery from my Suicune. On this turn, I don't see a reason to stand. I don't want to catch a Thunder Punch or something to the face. So I'm just going to go into Ridley, my Latios. I know, very fitting name for a very nice dragon. Because he does reveal set Thunder Punch, which does a decent, not much. But what this does is it actually gives me a free wish. And I was thinking about it to myself if I'm either going to go into Hitmonchan or go into Suicune. But I just go for my wish here. I'm just going to get some recovery on something. I don't care what it is, I'm getting recovery. Is he just going to go for a Meteor Mash, which I can. I honestly thought about staying in, just going for a Protect, to ensure that this was at full health against Zygarde later. Zygarde is actually still a gigantic threat. But I'm going to go into my Hitmonchan, because I feel like keeping this is a very good part of this game, because this actually beats every single one he has left. And I'm trying to get my Wish recovery back, because you gotta love Hitmonchan sometimes, man. I drafted this thing because I needed a fighting type, and it actually clicks the, it's gonna pull a punch out and just dodge that Meteor Mash, which is honestly, it's really unfortunate, because I actually think he kinda needed it, but it's fine. I go for the Earthquake. Metagross is gonna die to burn from Suicune, which means Hitmonchan was robbed of the kill. That makes me very sad. He's gonna go into Zygarde, and this is where the threat comes in, because if this is Dragon Dance, I might just lose now. Well, actually, no. If it comes down to what setup he is. He goes for Coil, which I thought to myself, do I just lose if he's Double Dance? As I'm just going to click Ice Punch, because I don't really see a reason not to at this point. I do about 48%, somewhere around that range. Is like, he's just going to go for a second Coil. I think I misplayed this turn. I think he should have went for a close combat into an Ice Punch, because that would have put him at even lower amount of health. But it's honestly fine. I'm just going to Ice Punch. I'm going to bring him to about 25%. But it's fine. He gets a little bit of recovery, and I think here is where he made a big misplay. He revealed to me after the game that he actually did have Dragon Dance on this thing. He won this game if he put Dragon Dance on that turn. 100%. So he's going to get a bit of recovery from that. I'm going to get recovery from my Berry. I'm just going to Ice Punch. We're going to a very low amount of HP. And honestly, you probably could put Dragon Dance there, but he's just going to go for 1,000 energy and go off my Hitmonchan. I was debating saving this thing for something else later, but I was like, if he goes for Dragon Dance and I switch, I lose this game. So I go into Mega Deontay here, which is looking quite clean right now. I'm just going to click Moonblast and claim something. Nothing on this team takes 2 hits from this thing. So I'm just going to go for my Moonblast. I'm just going to claim a kill real fast. I just have to show him how it is and take my Mon. He goes into his Tangrowth here, and this thing does live healing. I think it might be able to kill with Grass Knot. Probably not, though. As I go for a Moonblast, and very unfortunately, I actually get a crit. Which, after talking, I think we agreed it really only mattered for differential, because I had won this game no matter what. There was no way he was beating Lottie plus Suicune. Tangrowth couldn't beat Suicune, and this couldn't beat Audio unless it flinched me with this Dark Pulse right here. As he goes for the Dark Pulse, doesn't flinch me. I'm just going to end this game with a Moonblast, picking up a solid 3 against odds. Good game, my friend. I was very scared of this game because of that Zygarde. Hacks was unfortunate, I'm not going to deny it, but it's the game we play, and I honestly think I played well. I made a couple misplays, I'm not going to deny that, but I do think for the most part I did play well this game. But the past is in the past, and I'm just going to put this out there. I actually played this game a week early. Because I was like, dude, I just want to play this game, and I was fuming about some IRL stuff. Like, dude, can we just play now? He's like, yeah. But next week's opponent is a divisional opponent named Sventhoon, meaning I play him twice. My team is actually built against him as of recording this, and I'm just hoping I do well, because I've been robbed of playoffs the last 2 seasons I've been in this league. which is kind of stupid, but you know, life. So that is it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.